Hello, sir.
Hi, Ma'am Lynn. Good afternoon.
Mic test. Sir Jules, we are already bali ko 4 out of 5. Actually, si RD Ruel, he is in a meeting right now, but kung naalan daw siya time, mag-kuan siya, kanang mag-login lang daw siya. Ay, wait, si engineer, ay,
Sige po, Miss Lynn.
akong presenter, sa di, kadali lang siya, akong tawagan si engineer.
Okay, sige po.
Good afternoon, Sir Julius, and the rest of the Finance Committee members. Our presenters already on board na po.
All right, thank you for that, Ma'am Lynn. Shall we start? Can you lead us a
Yes po.
prayer?
Yes po. Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you very much for this day. Thank you for the gift of time and the gift of work. Lord, we ask for your continued blessings and we ask for your guidance um as we tackle the proposed agenda for this afternoon, and we ask for your gift of wisdom and knowledge to our members of the Finance Committee. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
All right, thank you, Ma'am Lynn. And once again, good afternoon, everyone. So I think this is our first special FinCom meeting. So I call this meeting to order. And can you present us or can you check first the attendance to determine the quorum, Miss Lynn?
Yes, Mr. Chair. For the first quarter special finance committee meeting for this afternoon, January 19th, 2026, we have, of course, the presence of our finance committee chair, the faculty trustee, uh, Mr. Julius S. Gabinete.
This meeting is
Good
being
afternoon.
recorded.
Ayan. And then, next mic. Honorable Myla Fake Aurora Carino, the Regional Director of DepDev, is represented by the Chief Administrative Officer of DepDev 10, Ms. Charissa R. Magsalay.
Present.
Afternoon. Still, we can skip sa mic. Ay, nana si sir.
Hello. Good
Hello,
afternoon,
sir.
sorry
Good
po.
afternoon.
Oo.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our Regional Director for DOST 10, Honorable Engineer Roel Bitset C. Banal. Sir, good afternoon. Thank
Good
you for
afternoon
joining
po.
us.
Sorry na late.
Yeah, no problem, sir. To represent also the Regional Executive Director of Department of Agriculture 10, Honorable Jose Apollo Y. Pacamalan is the Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Patrick Ayan, FP Darce.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon. Afternoon. Then for our student trustee, also a member of the Finance Committee, we have Honorable Dwight Ferdinand Navarro, the President of the NBSC Central Student Government. Afternoon. So, Mr. Chair, we have a complete attendance of our Finance Committee members for this afternoon. So we have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Lean. Can you also present us the provisional agenda, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for our special meeting, this Mr. Chair, may I also acknowledge the presence of our presenter, engineer Mike, engineer Eleanor Navales, the office head of the Procurement Management Office, and our budget officer, Miss Maria De Janet Bago. So the agenda for this afternoon, a provisional agenda for this afternoon includes the request for approval of award of the various projects undertaken through the early procurement activities, and also the request for approval of the updated annual procurement plan non-CSE for the second semester of calendar year 2025. All of this will be presented by the head of our Procurement Management Office, Engineer Eleanor Navales. And Mr. Chair, if with the indulgence of the Finance Committee members, our Budget Office head, Ms. Maria De Janet Bago, is requesting that our budget proposal for fiscal year 2027 be also discussed for endorsement by the Finance Committee. The supporting documents of this are also uploaded in our drive that we have provided in the email, Mr. Chair. So that's all our uh, provisional agenda for this special Finance Committee, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you so much. From the FinCom members, do you have any other matters that you should wish to include? If none, can I hear a motion, please, for these three provisional agenda?
I move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
All right, thank you so much, Engineer and Sir Patrick. So can we start with the first presenter, Ma'am Lean?
Yes,
I move.
Mr. Chair. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the Finance Committee. So our presenter for first presenter is Engineer Eleanor Navales, who will be presenting the first two agendas, Mr. Chair. Engineer, Ma- Mike Pakikan. Ay, nagkuan, Mike. Wala siya.
Right. So, my highest respect to the Finance Committee members, especially to the chairperson, Mr. Julius Gabinete, and to the other members of this committee po. So, good afternoon. So, may I present to you our agenda for the request for approval of award of the various projects undertaken through early procurement activities or EPA. Next, please. Right. So for the legal basis, we have Section 37 of the IRR or of RA 9184, as well as Section 7.6 and Appendix 31 of the IRR of RA 9184, specifically under the guidelines on the conduct of the early procurement activities. So we also have the GAA for FY 2026 and the BOT Resolution number 11 series of 2022. Next po. So this is the summary of the procurement timeline undertaken through the early procurement activity. So we have a total of 4 projects. The first one is the security services. Second project is the internet subscription primary ISP. The third project is the supply and delivery of electrical and hardware materials. And lastly, we have the ongoing construction of 6-story TEP Innovation Hub building phase 2. So for the procurement activities, we have our advertisement last November 25, 2025 up to December 17, 2025. So for the pre-bid conference, it was conducted last December 2, 2025. And for the submission of bids and opening of bids, conducted last December 17, 2025. The bid evaluation was conducted last December 18 and the post qualification was conducted last December 18 to December 22, 2025. Next po. Okay, so these are the details of the project, the 4 projects. So we have 3 goods and services projects undertaken through public bidding. So the first one is the security services with a total ABC of 3.5 million, and the contract amount is 3,174,019 pesos and 61 centavo. It is this will be awarded to Telstar Security Agency Corporation with a procurement savings of 325,980 pesos and 39 centavo. So equivalent to 9.31% of the total ABC. The second project is the internet subscription primary ISP with a total ABC of 2 million pesos. And the contract amount is 1.7 million to be awarded to Innove Communications Incorporated with a procurement savings of 258,536 pesos, equivalent to 12.93% of the total ABC. The third project is the supply and delivery of electrical and hardware materials with a total ABC of 1,067,000 pesos. So this is composed of 4 lots po, and the contract amount is 936,190 pesos to be awarded to Sabang Construction. So we have a procurement savings of 130,810 pesos, equivalent to 12.26% of the total ABC. Next, please. And lastly, we have the infrastructure project, the ongoing construction of 6-story TEP Innovation Hub building phase 2 with a total ABC of 60,120,000 and a contract amount of 57,114,982 pesos and 67 pesos. So my apology po, this will be awarded to Jorbibs Construction Corporation. So my apology for the presentation po. With a procurement savings of 3,005,017 pesos and 33 centavo, equivalent to 5% of the total ABC. Next, please. So in summary, we have 3 projects for goods and services and 1 project for infrastructure under the capital outlay for GAA 2026. So a total ABC of 66.6 million for the 4 projects and a total contract amount of 62.9 million with a total procurement savings of 3.7 million po. Next, please. For the requested action, we would like to request for the endorsement of approval of award of the various projects undertaken through early procurement activities. So, thank you so much po, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you, Engineer Navalas. Any questions or comments from the members?
Mr. Chair, good afternoon.
Yes, Sir Patrick, good afternoon.
Percentage of the EPA conducted, did it reach the 50% requirement? I mean, it's not a requirement, but I think for your PBB, it should reach the 50%.
Okay, so good afternoon po, Sir Patrick. I believe po we are more than 80% compliant, or we reach more than 80% of the requirement of the EPA po. So let me just compute that.
Pila ka percent, engineer? Sorry, nawala akong connection.
Right, so the total percentage of the EPA, successful EPA po is equivalent to 94.42% po, Sir Patrick.
Ay, congratulations.
Yes po.
Kanang ibutang lang siguro nato siya sa presentation nga naka-reach na
Yes po.
94%. Congrats. Kami gani, wala mi naka-EPA.
Thank you po.
All right, thank you, Sir Patrick and Engineer Navalas. Any comments?
Mr. Chair, follow-up question lang on the conduct of the EPA. 100%
Yes,
ba ang successful? 100% ba ang successful nga or award kanang for awarding nga EPA? Is it 100%? Balitan na nato nga gi-EPA, maka-award ba ta?
As to the eligible EPA projects presented in the indicative APP po, Mr. Chair, so we have a total of 6 projects. So 4 projects lang po ang na-proceed since ang katumangong duha is renewal of recurring services po. So wala na nila gipa-proceed sa EPA kay dugay pa manggod ang renewal pod ato. But all in all po, we are more than 50% sa requirements sa EPA po.
So wala gyud
Yes,
nag-EPA for the katong remaining 2. Bali 4
Yes.
lang ka projects ang
Yes po, ma'am.
nagkanda kog EPA and kanang winning bidders tanan.
Yes po.
Ah,
Yes po,
okay.
Mr.
Eh,
Chair.
isa man gud gyapon na siya ipangutana kung pila ka percent ang successful na EPA, meaning for awarding siya. Okay, thank you. Another question lang, katong sa infra bitaw, what do we mean by ongoing? Katong gi-present ganina. Kana ongoing construction of ngano gani nga ang term is ongoing construction, bali unsay specific nga title sa project kana siya ongoing construction?
Wait lang po. As of this moment, manggod ma'am, kay na siya'y na manggoy ongoing nga implementation sa phase 1 po. So, ang title nga nabutang dito sa proposal sa sa GAA po kay nabutangan gyud siya og ongoing mo nang sa titling. On na lang pod ang among gilaras pod tanan. Na gyud siya ongoing ma'am sa title.
Pero kaning 60 million is phase 2.
Yes po, phase 2.
Lagi kay murag mo siya ongoing sa phase 2, murag nanay existing sa phase 2 but then magdugang dayon og 60 million murag inana man gud ang murag ang dating ba.
So, ang titling ani niya ma'am
Or
kay gi-follow na lang gyud namo ang nasa NEP.
pero ang intention
Opo.
ani 60 million is this is the phase 2. Ang ongoing
Yes po.
is
Phase
bali
1.
nahuman na ang phase 1.
Ongoing pa po. Kamulo
Okay.
pa pod.
Lagi kay mura man gud siya kanang murag di siya sa ako murag di siya dapat mo i-title pero mao magkaang na dito sa
Sa
nasa
NEP.
GAA. Sige. Kana raman ako kan tingala lang kung ano ongoing. Thank you.
Thank you po.
All right, thank you so much, Ma'am Cha. Any other comments?
Yeah, but Mr. Chair, actually mao po na akong nalibugan, no? Ongoing construction, it should have been phase 2 of the construction of the 6-story TEP innovation hub, supposed to be kana lang, wala na tong ongoing. But anyway, mao man kay naka-reflect sa NEP. So mean to say ang atong kuan ma'am na submit nga early procurement activities 6 ka projects. But 'di ba
Yes po sir, 6 po ang identified sa indicative APP po. But 2 other projects is for renewal.
renewal pero nag-specify dito nga for renewal siya.
Yes po sir.
Okay. Kay di ba before ta magkuan mag-submit man tag early procurement activities nga murag kanang sa ngalan ana murag isa ka form mao ba na part ba na siya or kadtong sa early lahi day indicative
Indicative po sir.
procurement man dito no. So kani siya is early procurement. Okay, sige. So I think kana lang siguro. I don't know kung kuan basig the same pangutan-on gyapon ta sa board later nga nung ongoing na siya. So with your explanation okay naman pod. So we have a saving of pilat gali to ma'am sa tanan sa upat no? Upat ka kuan. So we have a saving of 3.7 million. So unsaon man na
3.7.
siya ang savings?
Possible po sir, basin naay mga variation order nga mahitabo sa infra po. So magamit gyapon nila ang savings po sir.
Okay. So nindot no kay nakakuha na mo magka-award na dayon mo sa inyong kuan. So I think kana lang that would be all from my end, Mr. Chair. So I move for
Thank you
the
po.
can I move na or unless napailain?
Mr.
Yeah,
Chair,
if there are
nakoy
no,
clarification.
yes, Sir Patrick. Yes, ma'am.
Balikan sa nato tong ongoing kay na-mention manggod ni Ma'am Cha, no? Ongoing siya pero inyong phase 1 is still ongoing pod this year. Sakto ba ko, engineer?
Yes po sir Patrick.
Ang inyong phase 2 dependent siya sa completion sa phase 1 or separate?
Yes po sir, dependent gid siya sir. Kay actually sir, ang phase 1 manggod kay nag-request og contract extension ang bidder ato sir. I mean ang contractor po.
Engineer, na ko'y pangutana, nganong na-bid ninyo siya kung dependent siya sa completion sa phase 1? Di ba dapat magkuan sa siya, certificate of completion sa siya, inspected, ay ka makabid sa imong phase 2? Dapat expected siya para imong ma-prepare ang plano. The plan should be ang plano nimo kay fit siya dadto sa nahuman sa phase 1. Is it depende man na ang imong completion di ba sa building
Yes po sir.
engineer. Naa ba siya kulang or naa ba siya dapat evaluation order pero walay pondo, so kulang to siya, etc. So magdepende mo ang
Nawala
ang
si Sir
phase 2
Patrick.
sa inspection nimo sa kay nga naman gud sa mo dili ka maka-proceed sa phase 2 kung wala nimo na properly inspected and completed o wala po nimo na close properly ang imong phase 1 na contract?
Sa amo kuan man gud ari Sir Patrick, sa amo lang ning point of view sir ha kay na-proceed na mo siya sa EPA sir since ang kato man gud sa phase 1 ang projected unta nga completion nato sir is by December first week based dito sa iyang approved nga extension natong niagi po. So, by that time po mga November nagsugod na mi sa EPA diha sir kay na-project naman siya nga December unta mahuman na nila but unfortunately, naay mga extension nga gi-request ang contractor po that's why po, wala na pod siya na-cancel ang EPA po sir.
Can you can we review saan or consult DPWH pagkahaan na engineer kay based on our experience, dili gid ka maka-proceed sa imong phase 2 unless na-complete na nimo imong phase 1 kay naman gud kay changes sa imong plans and designs ana. Di ba kay dili man na siya mo ginagitawag siya nga plans lang siya kay possible sa actual dili siya mo fit no mo nang usahay na variation order di ba?
Yes po.
Nya, what if ang imuhang gi-propose na variation order is kanang walay pondo. So dato nimo sa pangitaan og pondo sa phase 2 nimo. Di ba sakto ba ko engineer? Kay ang
Yes,
ako yung
sir.
experience sa mo kay namo ko sa infra nga back no. Dili yun may mo proceed sa phase 2 unless properly turned over and completed ang imuhang phase 1. Kay base no na ay kulang sa actual ninyong construction, dapat ma-carry over siya nimo sa imong pag-revise sa imong plano sa phase 2.
So, that is noted po Sir Patrick. We'll try to look for that po. We'll ask DPWH regarding this po, sir.
Yeah, mo dugang lang ko no. Wala ba changes sa inyong program of work ma'am? Nga sa kato inyong gipabid. So meaning to say kana naka-stipulate na gyud sa katong first phase mao ni siya kutob. Dayon sa second phase mao po ni siya nga ang
Actually, sir, ang POW po sir kay by face po siya sir.
by phase. So
I
mean to
mean,
say
opo.
ang katong kuan ninyo nga contract katong phase 2 nga work. So wala na ninyo gi-mind ang kay agree ko kang kuan kang Sir
Yes
kinsa
po.
to si Sir Patrick no nga naay mga times nga murag mo carry over tong uban nga naay mga variation sa first nga murag madugang sa second. So if
Yes po, sir.
that's the case, ang inyong gipabid is kadtog yung work for the second phase without minding kung unsa to na human ba to or wala ang first phase pero unsaon ang continuity ba? Unya the same ba gihapon nga construction firm ang nakadaog or lahi na nga
Lahi siya,
construction?
sir. Lahi siya, sir.
Okay. So kana siya nga kuano kay dili man siya continuous nga the same contractor ang nakadaog. Pero what if wala gid nahuman tong na first so dili pa sila ka-continue?
Sa base sa karong current nga implementation sa phase 1 po sir, ang protected po datong completion po is possible sa March
March.
pa siya.
Mao na
Base
siya
sa
ang
katong approved nga contract extension nila.
mm. Sige kana lang siguro Ma'am Leonor no i-try lang gyud kuan kay possible biya gyud pod nga na sila mga variation order nga affected ang second phase of which we consider katong second phase mao na gyud to siya ang buhaton pero wala di ay na comply sa first phase nga kuan nga job.
We'll check on that po sir and additional information lang po sa phase 1 man gud nga implementation sir is taman na pud sila dito sa slab sa second floor, and then sa phase 2 from second floor up to the 6th story, I think, ang mao ang cover aning 60 million pesos po. So total separate POW and plan gyud ang cover niya sa phase 1 ug sa phase 2 po. So far wala man pud sila na-present nga bag-o nga variation order nga needed for the completion of the phase 1 po, sir.
So therefore, ang atong contract ani will start after ma-turn over ang
Phase 1
kadtong
po.
phase 1.
Yes po, sir.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Sir Patrick and Sir Engineer Ruel. Kung ano lang siguro, Ma'am Engineer Eleanor, aside from asking the DPWH, maybe we can ask also a document or a certification from the contractor of the
PMM.
first phase if there will be variation order or not, or there will be changes, especially for the POWs niya, engineer, just for us to make sure nga di affected ang phase 2 construction nga unsay nakakuha nito siyang POW.
Okay po, that is noted po, Mr. Chair. We'll try to coordinate the PMMO po for this.
Okay, thank you so much for that, engineer.
Thank you
Any
po.
other comments?
Mr.
Um,
Chair, gitawagan na ako amo ang engineering.
Yes po, Sir Pat.
Nag-comment yun sila nga dapat completed sa imong phase 1 before ka mag-start og bidding. Kay ako lagi giding na naka-experience man gud sad mi ani. Actually ang among building pud sa regional office, nga na pud ang nahitabo, wala mi nag-start, wala mi nag-EPA sa amo ang phase 2 kay dapat human sa gid si phase 1. Kay wa man gud ta kabalo sa ang iyahang completion sa imuhang phase 1. Wala siya gipangutana sa inyohang back kay responsibility ra ba na sa back ug sa TWG.
So far, sir, sa among experience, naami katong isa ka project po sa CCS, katong Construction of Computer Studies Building Establishment po. Kuha na to siya, na-proceed ang procurement ato sa phase 3, although ongoing pa ang phase 1. And then, after sa completion sa phase 1 po, simultaneous ang construction sa phase 2 and then sa phase 3. And ang gipangayo lang sa back dayon, sir, is asa ni resolution sa Committee on Infrastructure po nga ma-proceed sa bidding ang project, although napay ongoing nga implementation sa phase 1 po.
Pero ang technical
Well,
work group ninyo adto unsa man ilahang kuan, ilang recommendation kasi TWG may mo check ana sa requirements sa enabling documents. Bali, part sa imong enabling documents to proceed sa bidding ang imuhang inspection and acceptance report and turnover.
yes po, sir. So gitagaan lang po ni PMMO og status sa implementation sa phase 1 po, sir.
Ang imong TWG, wala sila nag-comment?
Actually, nagkuan sila, sir, nga kamulo pa lagi ang implementation po.
Ilun sa ilang recommendation sa back ani.
So far, sir, wala sila recommendation nga,
Putol na food. Hello?
Sir Patrick. So far, sir, wala sila recommendation nga i-stop sa po ang bidding po. Tungod ato siya.
Dili man ka dependent ang phase 1 sa phase 2 phase 3 sa CSS ato engineer or dependent gyapon.
Actually, dependent po siya sa completion sa phase 1, Sir Julius.
Hmm. Sir Pat, is it possible also, Sir Pat, nga dili lang kay tamang tama sila sa post qualification, wala pa notice of award, engineer or nana?
Kuan, Sir Julius, ang gibuhat atong sa phase 2 and phase 3 sa CCS po is gi-suspend ang implementation sa nakadaog nga contractor. So, we'll resume the implementation after the completion of the phase 1 po. Same also sa kaning ongoing construction of 6-story TEP Innovation Building. So ingana gyapon ang diskarte nga mahitabo sir if ma-award ni siya since kamulo pa man pud gyud ang phase 1.
Okay, so kabalo po ang ang
Aware
construction
po
company
ang
nga nakadaog.
contractor po. Yes po, during sa bidding process po, aware ang tanan contractor nga ongoing pa po ang phase 1.
Is it applicable sa tuwang IRR na pwede isuspend lang while waiting for the completion of the phase 1?
Actually sir, that's a common practice po even with other agency, even with DPWH nga kung wala pa nahuman ang isa ka phase, isuspend na nila. Na-award na ang project but isuspend lang dayon nila ang implementation po.
Mm.
Klaro siya sorry Mr. Chair, no, klaro siya sa inyohang bidding dependent ang start or commencement sa imong phase 2 sa imong phase 1? Kay
Kuhaan siya,
sa-
Sir Patrick, during sa pre-bid conference po is ipa-appeal gyud na mo siya og discuss sa end user po, Sir Patrick. Para makabalo gyud ang tanan nga gusto mag-bid, nga inga na ang status sa implementation.
ang kaning short of award ninyo kaning trench engineering and construction service.
Sorry, Sir Patrick, si Jorbibs din, sir. Sorry.
Ang
po.
kaning si Jorbibs construction, mo ni siya ang existing ninyo sa phase 1 or dili?
Dili po, sir. Si NGP Construction ang nakadaog sa phase 1 po.
Si NGP. Mo na siya
Yes po.
ang concern engineer kay lahi ang muktiwas sa phase 2, di ba? So unsay hold ni new contractor kung naay kanang daot or naay wala ni conform sa inyong plano dato sa phase 1. So dapat properly turned over unta to siya ay ninyo siya i-bidding. Pero naka-start naman mo, depende na sa inyong back unsa ang inyong decision. Kung i-short of award ra ba na nila until such time nga maho-complete ang phase 1 or depende, no? So naa siya sa back ug sa TWG dapat critical si TWG ug assess ani kay construction na ba ni di na to pwede bakbakon once maano na siya ma-construct na. Naka-experience man gud mi mo nang medyo naka-relate ko ba. Abi man na ako lahi man gud ni siya. Dependent din siya sa phase 1.
Yeah, actually pwede magid sila mag-IPA. As long as kanang siguro kuan na lang pod sila og back resolution nga kanang naay urgency og ang namo gyud downtown kanang kung aya pa ta mag-bidding kung ma-complete na taas man gud ang process pa so unang ilan ang gikuandaan ang pending award. So murag siguro mo na akong gikuan kay March pa ang mahuman ang first phase. So possible nga ang start pod sa second phase March. Pero kung napagyapoy problema sa March, dili gid siya magkasugod kay dependent man ang structure sa second phase sa first phase nga accomplishment. Kay diha ra ba sa first story 6-story building tapos basig na problema sa first story. So siguro kana lang siguro nga aspect among makuano nga as much as possible although wala man lugar nagkuan ang balaod nga dili pa maka-start og EPA but make sure nga ang first phase walay problema sa ilahang accomplishment. Kay dependent man gud siya sa output sa first phase or accepted ba ang first phase that's the time nga mo proceed or ma-award nato ang contract. Kay kung i-award na nato flexible atong time. Butangan siguro dito nga until ma-accept ang phase 1.
Yeah, that's correct, Engineer. Well, what's the good thing here is, according to Engineer Navales, aware po daw ang winning bidder na dependent ang phase 1 o dependent ang phase 2 sa phase 1. So, and I think more na-appeal po na sila ang PB conference also nga there will be suspension of the construction if ang phase 1 is dili pa fully completed. Ang katulang siguro to engineer panikamuto lang nato nga makakuha gitag certification or document from kaning construction current sa phase 1 nga wala gyud changes sa yung PW and wala siya mga variation order. Kay isa po na siya sa makapa-conflict man kung when conducting the phase 2 construction.
That is noted po, Sir Julius.
Ah,
As long
kanang
as aware
Mr. Chair.
sila. Yes, Sir Pat.
Hello. Wala na
Yes,
po.
Sir Pat. Sir Pat.
Hello. Madunggan ko.
Yes po, we can hear you po.
Hello, madunggan ko.
Yes, Sir Pat, madunggan ka.
Mr. Chair, wala mong goy pulos if mangayo kang certification nga dili siya nawalay variation order in the near future. Okay, we cannot we cannot foresee unsay mahitabo in the near future. What if nagkusog og bagyo? Dili nila kaya ang ingana bitawata ka or naglinog. So di ta kabalo unsay mahitabo sa future. So ang imong certification nga no variation order until completion is dili siya advisable. No, kung para lugar sa ako, Mr. Chair, no, as a back member, if ever, dili siya advisable nga maghatag ka o certification na no variation order in the future kay di man nimo ma-predict ang future. Pero it does not mean man sa nang imong EPA is kanang nag-violate ka o balaod. Mas practical lang yun siya nga supposed to be ay haragid ka mag-start og bidding sa phase 2 kung completed na imong phase 1. Wala pa tayo violate nga rules lugar, pero mas practical lang yun siya kung imong tan-awon perspective nimo sa engineering nga point of view lugar, no. Mas practical gid siya ay haragid ka mag-start sa imong phase 2 kung properly turned over ang imong phase 1. Kay affected imong warranty manggod ana, Mr. Chair. Say for example, naa siya warranty nga 1 year or 6 months sa iyahang building ang i-construct. Nya gisugdan na nimo imong phase 2. O nya nakita din sa phase 2 nga naa di ay naa di error or naa ay problem sa building nga i-construct sa phase 1. Mo claim dayon si first contractor nga sala man na sa construct sa phase 2. So nabitaw effect gihapon siya if ever. So for practical reason aning ako ang dapat kumpleto sa si phase 1.
Yes po, Sir Pat, that's also that's also correct said. But I think given nga nabuhat ni nila before sa katong sa CSS building, so maybe we can na lang siguro as long as lang ito katulang siya put on hold or suspension if wala pa yun na complete ang and fully checked once completed. Katong sa yung CSS engineer Navales, wala man kaya pa yung problem ato after na complete ang phase 1.
CCS phase 1 po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, katong pag-bidding niya sa phase 2 and phase 3 nga ongoing pang phase 1. After sa phase 1, wala man kay problem nga ni-occur during implementation sa phase 2 and phase 3.
Wala po so far po, Mr. Chair. Kay mo
Kato
lagi
siya, lahi
ang
po to sila gano.
phase 1 man gud kay from the foundation up to the second floor, and then ang next phase na dayon niya is pataas na siya.
Lahi-lahi po to sila construction company, right? From phase 1, phase
Yes po, Mr. Chair. And so far po sa tanan nga building, aware gyud ang tanan contractor sa status of implementation sa previous cycle po.
All right, sige, engineer, thank you so much for that one. All right, yeah, Sir Pat, Ma'am Cha, and Engineer Ruel, so what should we do for this one? If I were to ask ako, I'll go for this one since ano naman po, nakatry naman po sila during silang for last niya project. Hello?
On my part, Mr. Chair, okay naman siya. Wala man tayo violation, no? Pero next time siguro dapat the most practical way is to complete sa first the phase 1. Kaya murag na para ba mo yung bagong mga infrastructure projects. I-make sure lang nato nga dili. Kaya isod bang na sa engineer? Lisod yun sa iyaha. So dapat iyaha yun ng si TWG, he has to do his job. Iyaha yun ng tanawon before siya mag-make of recommendation. Sudan naman na to, Mr. Chair. Na short of award naman siya, no, posted naman siya. Wala man tayo violation hinoon sa ato ang procedure. Kato lang practicality ba sa actual construction maglisod yun si engineer kay madumduman na kung magsigyaw-yaw among project engineer sa ako manggod. No, so I hope next time siguro. But for me, okay naman siya, wa man tayo violation sa procedure nato.
Yeah, thank you so much for that one, Sir Pat.
That is noted po, Sir Patrick. If I may add po, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
So,
go ahead, Engineer.
Dire lang may naglisod og apas sa kaning phase 1 sa implementation po kay napuntay giapas manggod nga budget utilization and then kato gyud naka-boomerang effect gyud ang katong late approval of awards sa katong continuing namon last 2023 mo na nga medyo ni add up na dayon siya sa tanan implementation po. But well noted po, Sir Patrick. I will feedback po sa kaning suggestion po sa PMMO as well as the infra committee po. Thank you so much po, Sir Patrick.
All right, I think, are there any other comments? If not, can I hear a motion for this one, please?
I move, Mr. Chair, for the approval but with a comment lang sa FinCom na dapat klaro siya sa BOT na nag-comment may ani. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Pat. Noted for that one also. Any second?
I second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Ruel. All right, thank you so much. Let's proceed to agenda number 2, please. Ma'am Lynn.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next agenda, is Micah, kindly share. This will also still be presented by our procurement management office head, Engineer Eleanor Navales.
Right, so for our second agenda po, this is the request for approval of the updated annual procurement plan or APP non-CSE for second semester of calendar year 2025. So for the legal basis, next please. So we have GPPB TSO advisory number 002 series of 2026 po. So this is for the submission of the annual procurement plan as well as the procurement monitoring report. So as mandated on the advisory po, the submission of the updated APP non-CSE for the second semester of calendar year 2025 will be on or before end of January 2026 po. So so the updated APP and CSE for second semester of calendar year 2025, this incorporates all the changes, the realignment, adjustment, and additional PPMP last quarter of 2025. So for the requested action, we would like to request for the endorsement of approval of the updated annual procurement plan and CSE for second semester of calendar year 2025. So as reference po, we have uploaded in the drive the draft updated APP non-CSE. So Ma'am Lynn, if possible, present na to tong Google Sheet po.
Yes, engineer will share. It's also uploaded in the drive po for the benefit of our members. Can I Excel, engineer now?
Yes po. Right, so for this updated APP po, we are now using the new template under the RA 12009 forms of the APP po. So, mauna ni siya ang mandated po dito sa advisory sa GPPB. So on the last part, please go scroll down dito sa pinaka-last yun, ma'am. Hindi pa yun. Alright. And it has a total amount po. Naubos po. Sige pa. Right. So the total amount of estimated budget reflected in the updated APP is amounting to 174,460,298 pesos and 72 centavos po. So that's all for the updated APP po, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Engineer Navalos. Any questions or comments? Are there any comments from the updated APP for calendar year 2025?
Hello. Clarify lang ako, that's the second semester, ma'am, or the whole year updated?
That's the updated APP for the whole year po, but we are incorporating all the changes under the second semester po, because
Second
we
semester.
already submitted the first semester last July 2025 po, sir. So ang changes ani is align siya sa atong mga realignment and changes during sa second semester po.
So usually ang inyong APP after sa semester or after sa po an update or
Yes po, sir.
lagi murag ulahi siya, no? Kay supposed to be it's an
Pero actually, sir, na ay mga supplemental APP po na ginapa-approve And then ang ina-present lang dayon ako is
So with
kaning revise.
so
Yes po.
naay supplemental. Okay.
Yes po,
So
sir.
that's that answers my question kay
Opo.
kung walay supplemental man good.
Di ta ka-proceed sa procurement, sir.
Mo ingon unta ko nga supplemental na lang, but anyway, ang gusto ninyo is ma-reflect ang updated
Yes,
katong consolidated with all the supplemental, so dapat
Yes.
na-support tayo sa ano mga katong supplemental
yes.
kay
Yes po, sir.
nag-wonder ko kay kung lang I have pa nato i-approve ning kuan annual procurement plan, kay plan man siya niya wala siya January na karon, no? So make sure nga katong mga supplemental equal na siguro sa imong presentation, ma'am, this consolidated annual or updated annual procurement plan with supporting supplemental APP kay mo to siya basis nga na amo ani.
That is noted po, sir, and we will upload the supplemental APP po na na-approve the previous year
Kay mo
po.
may basis sa atong updated nga APP.
Yes po, sir.
So kana lang siguro.
Thank you for that, Engineer. Any other comments?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ma'am Cha.
clarification lang kay APP ng CSE no, pero ilahaning format sa GPPB kay napaman gyapon ni total
siya.
amount of CSE to be purchased from PSDBM. Pero ang kuan nato is non-CSE. Unsa siya? Kani nga mga breakdown nga mo total sa 174 million. Mo ni breakdown sa dito sa katong taas, no?
Yes po, Ma'am Cha. Actually po sa new template manggod sa APP, ma'am, kay gi-include gyud nila ang CSE items nga to be purchased sa PSDBM po. Naa gyud siya sa last portion sa APP, new template po. Although ang CSE siya pero ginapa-include gyapon nila ang CSE po.
Ilaha man kaning katong bago nga
Yes po.
format, no? Wala pa man ko naka-review sa amo, ha. So ilaha na ni nga format. Sige. Natiyan lang ko kay ng CSE pero ang first nga kuan kay CSE. Thank you.
All right, thank you also, Ma'am Cha. Any other comments?
Same ni siya sa amo, Ma'am Cha. Nag-revise pod ming APP namo itungod sa new format.
Lagi
Parehas.
kamulo pa pod amo adire, kamulo pod og kuan revise.
All right, if there are any other comments, can I hear a motion for approval, please?
I move, Mr. Chair, for the approval.
Second, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you, Sir Pat and Engineer. Well, can we proceed now to the other matters, please, Ma'am Lynn?
All right. Thank you po, everyone.
Thank you, Engineer Navales.
Permission to leave po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, po.
So, Mr. Chair, the the other matters, budget proposal for fiscal year 2027 will be presented by the Miss Maria de Janet Bago, the office head of our NBSC budget office. Ma'am de Janet.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the committee. I will be presenting the budget proposal FY 2027. For a total of 992,124,000, that is our proposed Tier 1 and Tier 2 for FY 2027. Breakdown of under gas at amounting to 62,483,000. Higher education services, 249,132,000. Research program, 18,466,000. Technical Advisory Extension Program, 9,671,000. And under locally funded projects, 652,372,000. Next ko, Ma'am Lynn. For the breakdown of general administration and support services under PS, for the Tier 1, this is the PS requirement for the 87 non-teaching personnel amounting to 57,683,000. And for the tier 2, we're proposing to the 10 auxiliary division position amounting to 4,800,000. So a total of 62,483,000. Under the higher education services for the Tier 1, PS requirement for the 71 teaching personnel amounting to 45,259,000. And for the Tier 2, 21,057,000. Proposed request for the new plantilla position of 37 instructor 1. For the MOE, for the Tier 1, 135,588,000. And for the Tier 2, 47,228,000. Next, Ma'am Lynn. Under the research program for the PS, Tier 2, 10,441,000. This is for the ROS 2 position. And for the MOE, Tier 1, 5 million. And the Tier 2, 3,025,000, amounting a total of 8,025,000. Under the Technical Advisory Extension Program for the PS, Tier 2, 7,871,000. These are under ROS 2 position. For the MOE, 3 million. Next, Ma'am. For the locally funded projects, we're proposing 16 capital outlay infrastructure projects amounting to, for the Tier 1, 60,120,000. And for the Tier 2, 592,252,000. Next, Ma'am Lynn. Prior pa na, Ma'am Lynn. This is the breakdown of the PS requirement under the General Administration and Support Services for the Tier 1 and Tier 2 salaries and wages and other personal benefits, including the PERA, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, Employee Compensation Contribution, mid-year and year-end bonuses. Next, Ma'am Lynn, including also the clothing, cash gift, and productivity enhancement incentive, a total of under Tier 1, 52,761,000. For the Tier 2, 4,401,000. And under retirement and life insurance premium, 4,922,000. And Tier 2, 399,000. A total for the General Administration and Support Services, proposed Tier 1, 57,684,000, and proposed Tier 2, 4,800,000. Under the higher education services, this is also the breakdown of PS requirement, the salaries and wages, personal economic relief allowance, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, employee compensation, mid-year and year-end. Tier 1, the available position. Tier 2 as the proposed additional plantilla position. Next, Ma'am Lynn. A total for sa PS, 41,408,000 for the Tier 1, and Tier 2, 19,157,000, including the retirement and life insurance, 3,851,000, and for the Tier 1, and for the Tier 2, 1,900,000. So a grand total under higher education services request for Tier 1 is 45,259,000, and for Tier 2, 21,057,000. For the higher education, maintenance, and other operating expenses, this is the breakdown for the by object of expenditure. For the travel, Tier 1, 2,500,000, breakdown of travel expense local, 2 million, traveling expense foreign, 500. And the proposed Tier 2, 2,800,000. This is for the various travel for the which is proposed activities that is based on our annual investment plan. And for the training expenses under Tier 1 is 2,500,000. And for the Tier 2, 2,800,000. Under the supplies and materials expense, for the Tier 1, 3,458,000. And for the Tier 2, 4,653,000. For the supplies and materials expense, this is to cover additional funding for the supplies and materials to ensure smooth and efficient operation of the college. And also for the office supplies that will be used, and increase of fuel expense because of anticipated increase in travel and additional cost for increase in printing and of ORs and checks. Uh, More or likely, the proposed tier 2 amounts. Next, Ma'am Lynn. For the utility expense, for the tier 1, 6,428,000. Breakdown of water expense, 1,928,000. Electricity, 4,500,000. We propose a tier 2 additional funding for water expense and electricity, since we have coming 3 new building that we intend to be completed by 2027. So more or likely, there is an increase of water and electricity consumption. For the communication expense, since there will be an additional building, an additional room, and additional students, we propose to increase an additional funding for internet subscription expense amounting to 2 million. Next, Ma'am Lynn. For the professional services, we propose 3 million. This is to cover the consultancy services for the building and also the land improvements. And for the general services, security services, the proposed 2 million in tier 2, this is to cover additional security needed to cover the new building that we assume to be available by 2027. Next, Ma'am Lynn. Under the repairs and maintenance, we also have proposed tier 2. This is to cover various properties of NBSC, including buildings, office and IT equipment, motor vehicles, furnitures and fixtures, require regular maintenance and scheduled repairs to ensure they continue to function properly, efficiently, and safely. And for the assistance subsidy, which is our FHE, the anticipated number of enrolled students in 2027 is at 9,130, considering the carrying capacity. So we have a proposed in tier 2, 13,405,000. For the taxes, insurance premiums, and other fees, we have a proposed tier 2 additional funding for the insurance expense, since we're going to insured all our building. And next, Ma'am Lynn. For the labor and wages, we still have a tier 1, 31,357,000. Under the other maintenance and operating expenses, we have a proposed tier 2 additional, which is representation expense. This is to cover various activities of the institution that are reflected in our annual investment plan. And for the research program, this is the breakdown of the PS requirement, the salaries and wages, other mandatory remittances, and also other personal benefits. Ma'am Lynn. Next. A total of research is 10,441,000. This is based on the roster that we're going to request for the new plantilla. Next. Breakdown of the research program for their MOE. For their traveling expense, 1,143,000. And training and scholarship expense, 385,000. For the tier 2 of research program, this is further Project Kabilin, kaabin sa kinadaan kabuhat sa Kabilin. And second is to Tabuan Technology Adaptation to Boost Opportunities on Network. This is the breakdown of their proposed Tier 2. And next, Pamaling. A total of Tier 1, 5 million, and for the Tier 2, 3,025,000. For the Technical Advisory Extension Program, this is the PS breakdown for the Tier 2, for the salaries and wages and other mandatory remittances and also other personal benefits. Next, a total for PS is 7,871,000. Next, this is the breakdown of Technical Advisory Extension Program for their MOE. For their travel expense, 100,000, training, 487,000, supplies and materials, 643,000. Next. And they're amounting to 3 million, which as their proposed activities has already been incorporated in our annual investment plan. Next. This is the locally funded projects. These are proposed capital outlay, and we rank our capital outlay as to priority. In priority 1, completion of 6-story TIP innovation building, phase 3 of phase 3. Where this project is for completion, amounting to 60,120,000 under Tier 1, and Tier 2 is 5,760,000. Priority 2 is completion of 4-story ICT building, phase 4 of phase 4. This is also for completion. The purpose is for academic building for students and faculty. It has provision for classroom, IT laboratory, simulation rooms, offices and conference room, server room, wire room, and student lounges, amounting to 42,520,000. Third priority is completion of central administrative building, phase 3 of phase 3. This project is for completion, amounting to 65,520,000. Next. Priority rank 4, completion of road network within NBSC campus phase 2. This project is for completion also, amounting to 20 million. Rank 5, completion of College of Computer Studies building phase 4 of phase 4. This project is also for completion, amounting to 102,500,000. Rank 6 is construction of 5-story male student dormitory phase 1 of phase 3. This is a proposed new project amounting to 56,170,000. Next, rank 7, construction of 5-story female student dormitory phase 1 of phase 3. This is also a new project amounting to 56,170,000. Rank 8, construction of underground electrical and power system. This is also a new project amounting to 24 million. Rank 9, construction of underground water system, phase 1 of phase 2. New project amounting to 15 million. Next. Rank 10, construction of drainage system, phase 1 of phase 2. This is also a new project amounting to 10 million. Rank 11, laboratory equipment for existing and new programs, a new project amounting to 16,010,000. Rank 12, acquisition of library references, a new project. This is for the acquisition of books, e-books, and other learning materials for existing and proposed new programs, amounting to 15 million. Next, upgrading of network infra and fiber line connectivity. This is an expansion of our ongoing plan for campus, a smart campus plan, amounting to 16,276,000. Rank 14, construction of 6-story administration building completely equipped with 21st century classroom and office amenities, phase 1 of phase 4. This is a new project amounting to 104,156,000. Rank 15, generator sets and powerhouse, new project amounting to 8 million. Last is acquisition of motor vehicle amounting to 17,500,000. And this is all our proposed budget proposal for FY 2027.
All right, thank you, Ma'am Maria. Any comments or questions from the members?
Mr. Chair, ano wala na to gi-include if nabay significant increase sa ato ang sa atong budget? I think mag-start ay dapat natin presentation on the significant increase. Wala man good. Murag last year na ate ingana natin ipakita nga significant increase decrease atong budget proposal so that ato ang ma-justify why there is an increase, why is there a need to increase the budget. Di ko ka-remember last year giunsa to nato pero murag kadumdum ko na ato siya kuan comparison. Kasi for example, atong electricity, di ba, naman kay bagong building, katong mahuman na ang phase 1. So kung mahuman na ang phase 1, i-occupy naman to siya, mag-consume na to siya ng electricity. Di ba? So na-consider ba siya sa atong budget? Or I think kadumdum ko sa unang nag-comparison ta adto, Mr. Chair.
Yes, actually, Sir Pat, nato siya comparative statement from the previous year and to the proposed budget for the next year. Maybe we can ask, or Ma'am Maria, maybe you can ask the accounting and the budget officer 1 because I believe si budget officer 1 ang isa sa mga nag prepare atong comparison sa ano sa mga budget from previous year up to and sa next year sa proposal. Because maybe you can include that one during the presentation of the BOT.
And that is noted, Mr. Chair. And as to comparison of budget proposal, for our tier 1 is actually our GAA for 2026. What is approved in the GAA 2026 is what we declare as tier 1 in 2027. So more likely the what Sir said earlier for the increase of the possible utilities, that is what we propose in our tier 2 for the utilities increase. But that is noted of what is presented last time or last year. I will going to check the previous file and ask our finance director and also our budget officer 1 for that file. And that is duly noted for the presentation for the BOT.
All right, thank you for that one, Ma'am Maria. Any other comments?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Ma'am Cha.
Okay, so ang first no, I agree nga dapat murag natay mga remarks sa mga especially katong mga dagkong increases no, like kani ako nakita katong other professional services na walay tier 1 but nasa tier 2 mga 3 million, so mga inana siya no, so dapat na siya remarks on the koan. And then ngano gani nga zero ang rata, ma'am?
Ma'am na atay rata. For the 2 position, under higher education services na siya, ma'am. Noted, ma'am. Ako lang na i-update. Wala na ako
Kay murag gikan
na-answer.
sa daghan nga presentations ang rata zero gid siya ang nakabutang. Paki-check lang.
Yes po, noted.
Okay, and then nakita nako sa katong locally funded projects nga header, murag pareho sila tier 1, dapat tier 2 tong isa no, na notice lang nako. And I think nagtawag man siguro po og meeting ang DepDev for the hand-holding activities for the 2027 budget proposals no sa mga SUCs. So daghan other requirements no like ang gender, ang climate change, ana. So I think after the hand-holding makita but mga regular man na siya nga mga requirements no nga dapat nata makita na siya then kung region-wide ba siya or by barangay or ana siya no. So I hope maka-attend mo ana sa hand-holding activities. Ang isa na ko nga question ma'am is i-request na ba nato sa tier 2 budget pag naa sa atong ROS 2 bisag wala pay approval kay like kung sa amo dili mi pwede og mo request kung wala pay plantilla posisyon na gyud. Sa ato kay gibutang nato sa tier 2 no.
Yes po, ma'am.
Moay atong practice ma'am or moay ingon sa DBM? Kay sa
Actually,
amo kay
ma'am,
i-drop jud siya basta wala pa siya na plantilyan as of December 31 dili ka pwede nga magkuag budget. But maoy atong common nga kuan, atong usual nga kuan, nga
ah,
practice nga i-request na siya.
ma'am, for the research program, Technical Advisor Extension Program, we already request for the creation of this PAP, and we also coordinated with the DBM region as to request of the plantilla position. As of today, one of the requirements is a certification of availability of funds, which is base of the GAA provision. You can request for creation of the plantilla if there is a scrap and build. So since we don't have a position that we're going to scrap, then we're proposing to include the proposal for the research and technical under tier 2. Yes, ma'am. And
Kay
we also submitted the requirements for the creation of PAPs for the research and technical, and we're waiting for the approval of the DBM region.
so pag ingon ana ma'am, bali grant sa DBM under sa tier 2 ninyo?
Actually, ma'am, I think this is the first time that we're going to propose a PS under tier 2.
Lagi kay like in our case, dili mi pwede mo propose og PS under tier 2 kay dapat based man siya sa imong existing na plantilla nga authorized or kanang total nga requirement. So kana lang ako ang kanang na IPS bitaw sa tier 2 nga wala pa na-approve ang ROS. Pero kung mo'y inyong practice then kay katong scrap and build, normal man to siya no kung mag-request ka, usually mo'y requirement sa DBM kung mag-request kag position but dili pa gyud nimo pwede ibutang sa budget proposal kung wala pa to na-approve tong imong proposal for scrap and build. So more inana amo ang practice that's why naka-ask ko or basig lahi ang practice sa DBM Region 10 no kay kami kay DBM man mi nga national. So kana
Ay,
lang akong na-observe nga nganong na tier 2 na PS nga wala pay approve na plantilla.
okay. Noted po, ma'am. And I also actually call DBM earlier if is it okay to propose a tier 2 under research and technical advisor extension, since our requests for creation kay wala siya nag-grant because of the financial certificate of availability of funds. So moto siya, ma'am, na inquire na ko na siya nag-ingon man pud ang DBM region nga propose la.
Joker man ang magkuha og certificate of availability of funds uy nga ngayo
Yes
gata sa
po.
ila ha.
Yes po.
What
Yes
chicken
po,
and egg yun
ma'am.
na siya.
Yes
Murag
po.
ma-chicken and egg ta sige. Kana lang ako ano kay
Mm.
basin i-question man gud gihapon ng anong na tier 2 sa PS during
Mm.
your pwede po na ninyo i-share during sa handholding kung kinsa ang mag-attend para at least ang uban pong SUCs kay I think pare-pareha man mo og concern yata on this one, no?
Yes po, ang schedule namo sa handholding ma'am kay karong 21, then apil po ko
Mm.
mag-attend ana. So ako ning
Okay.
i-note
So,
ma'am, ako ning i-ask sa mga in charge ka Ma'am Cathy.
kay 10 million ka ha. Dako ka tier 2. And kato lang no nga na prioritize naman to ang katong mga infra projects or okay naman siguro to siya then basin daghan pa pud nga ihatag during sa handholding activity for the 2027 budget proposals kay katong na mga bag-o nga mga templates no so ma-respond raman siguro ninyo with the details. Ang isa nako nga kuan ma'am ba, pwede ta makabutang pod og isa ka slide on the comparison sa atong actual for 2025, then approve nato for 2026 and atong budget proposal for 2027. Then butangan nato og percentage siya para makita bitaw katong kung kuan nga unsay changes nato from kadto actual approved for 2026 and then proposal for 2027. And i-reiterate na lang po dayon nako nga katong na-mention po ni Sir Patrick ganina nga katong na yung mga dagko na to increases dapat mabutangan po na to og remarks or justification. Thank you.
Noted po ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Cha, for that one. Any other comments or questions?
Mr. Chair, think ko atong comment ni Ma'am Cha bang PS na siya sa tier 2 tapos ang reason kay walay ang inyong gi-propose na plantilla kay walay availability of funds man to. Ma'am Maria De Janet, no?
Yes
Kasi
po,
yung
Sir
pasabot
Patrick.
sa availability of funds kay, di ba, scrap and build, manggod siya. So kung
Mm.
unsa ra ang available nga position o unsa ra ang available nga pondo, mora po di mong i-certify.
Mm.
Kasi ni nga na iyang pasabot sa DBM. Kaya nga nung mag-tier 2 man siya, murag weird bitaw ma'am siya, no? Wala, pwede nga na sukat. Wala may nag-tier
Lagi sir. Pero sa ako naibala nila kay kanang rosto nila kay di sila ga scrap and build murag additional gyud siya. Kay tungod kay as of karon mga cost manggod sila. So gahulat na sila nga ma-approve ang rosto para ma-plantilla positions na dayon sila. So dili gyud siya scrap and build, additional gyud siya kasagaran. Kay kung scrap and build na napo kay ipang give up na positions, di ba?
position.
Muro siya chicken and egg sir kay nganong mga sila certification mag scrap and build ka nga kulangan gani sila mo nang nag-request sila gross to. So mga inana ba I don't know unsa na pag-solve sir ay pareho ra man gyapon na sa atong mga problema nga sitag ingon kulangan atong staff pero kinahanglan ka mag scrap and build.
Masayahin ni sila kay maka-create sila position compared sa ato di gid ka-create.
Lagi. Actually, sir, ganahan kay ko nila magtanaw sa ilang mga budget sa SUCs kay mga dagko kayo even for capital outlay ba mga projects.
All right, thank you for that one, Sir Pat and Ma'am Cha. Any other comments? If none, may I hear a motion, please, for approval?
I move, Mr. Chair, with the comments provided. Labaw na tong increase kay murag importante to sa atong remarks or murag justification nato why there is an increase.
Yes po, Sir Pat, that is noted po. Any second?
I second.
I
All right, thank
second.
you, Ma'am Cha. Ma'am Maria, just update na lang the presentation with the updated information na yung pang mention kanina and forward to the FinCom members para ma-check ko rin nila. Thank you.
Noted po, Mr. Chair.
All right, Ma'am Lynn?
Yes, Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of the Finance Committee members, we would like on that to request that our 2026 program of receipts and expenditures be presented. This is in effect of the GAA 2026 that was just signed early this year, and also with the I believe this was approved. The indicative PRE was approved late last year, but of course, with the signing of the GAA, we have updated our PRE, and our budget officer would like to present this one with your indulgence, Mr. Chair, and the members of the Finance Committee. Our apologies that we were not able to present this during the presentation of the provisional agenda. So that's why we were asking for your kind indulgence, Mr. Chair, and the rest of the members of the Finance Committee.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Lynn. On my end, yes, I'll go for this one. What about the rest of the members? Are we going to approve to present this pahabol agenda po?
It's okay with me, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. What about Sir Well and Ma'am Cha?
Okay with me.
Isa lang po, last na din.
Okay sa akin.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's proceed, Ma'am Lynn. Thank you.
Okay, Ma'am Jeanette. Thank you.
Good afternoon again. I will be presenting the NBSC Program of Receipt and Expenditure FY 2026. Legal basis. Legal reference, General Appropriation Act, Volume 1A, Republic Act number 11284. Next. CHED Memorandum number 20, series of 2011. Next. And this is our pre-2026 changes from the previous presented is an additional funding under capital outlay amounting to 25 million, which is for the completion and equipping of computer science. And in the special trust fund or the Fund 05, the amount still the same. Next. And as to the breakdown, still the same for the personal services. And for the maintenance and other operating expenses, under the GA FY 2026, this still the same breakdown. And for the Fund 05, there are some changes due to some activities that re-evaluated that are it's either procurable or not procurable. And also the three institute, the ITE, ICS, and IBM for the experiential learning fees that are being realigned or based on their work and financial plan, which is breakdown to traveling expense and training expense. Next, for the capital outlay, the increase in GAA FY 2026 amounting to 25 million, so a total of 85,120,000. And that is all. Oh, Miss. Request for endorsement and for beauty approval.
All right, thank you, Ma'am Maria. Any comments or manifestations from the members?
Why changes? Ay, sorry ha. Reply. Why changes at to, ma'am, no? Exact amount from NEP?
Yes po. Changes are additional GAA for capital outlay amounting to 25 million.
Unsa na siya?
For completion and equipping of computer science.
25 million? Wala siya
Yes.
sa NEP?
Wala siya sa NEP, sir. Nasa sa GAA lang ni-reflect.
Nga na nigawas mo siya sa GAA? Wala siya sa NEP na explanation?
Ako na balancer ka insertion based on the president's meeting with the congressman under the Northern Mindanao.
Sorry, again, sorry, naputol ko na. President's meeting with
With the congressman in charge in the SUC, and also the based on the plenary discussion with the various presidents with the pasok muning na additional funding sa GAA din, sir.
unsa siya nga level na insert ma'am Dijanet? Asa siya nga level?
Sa GAA level na siya, sir. Pero dili ko sure, sir, kung asa gid siya nag-insert, sir.
Hindi niyo ma-determine ang part sa budget cycle?
Dili na ko siya ma-determine, sir. Kung asa siya nga budget cycle kay murag nadto na ni siya nagkuan for additional capital outlay katong sa Senate na nga budget hearing, sir.
Dili siya sa BICAM?
Dili
Senate
pa
na
pud
lang?
siya sa BICAM, sir. Sa Senate na ni siya, sir, nga gikuan ang mga SUC o kinsa ilang priority capital outlay. I think ilang gipangayot is top 3 priority, then out of the top 3 na din silang gipili nga which is may lang gikuanan og additional funds nga wala sa NEP.
So dili si congressman, si
Senate.
senator.
Pero more on kuan po siya, sir, napoy endorsement po dayon si congressman nga the SUC need this additional funding for their capital outlay and all na, sir.
Need bang ka ninyo?
Yes po.
Insertion
Yes, sir.
85 million ba? Ay, sa to,
Ano, sir, 25 billion.
25 million. Dako, no? Ang gi-insert.
Actually, sir, ang among first naman is 42 million yun siya certain project. Pero 25 ang na-approve sa GAA.
Hello? Mangutana daw ko, ma'am. How did you come up with the 25 million budget? Since insertion man na siya. So na may POW daan? DED?
Yes, sir.
Pila gyud ang total ninyong requirement?
Ang total amount for this project completion is 42 million. That's why in our tier proposed 2027 kaya man tier request under tier 2 ang additional funding for completion ani nga building po.
So na siya sa tier 2 daan?
Yes po.
Okay
Naa
ra.
siya sa tier 2 Sir Pat. Naa siya tanan sa tier 2 ni siya.
Okay. Sige.
Thank you for that one, Sir Pat. Any other comments?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ma'am Cha.
mag-ask lang ko if kung walay changes from NEP to GAA, so dili na mag-present again for di na magpa-approve again for the program of receipts and expenditure. Kung walay changes.
Not sure kung Ma'am Cha, pero I think need gyapon siya i-present as to GAA level na dayon siya. Kaya ang first presentation is under NEP level man. So, manang need gyapon siya i-present sa FinCom as to
So
GAA
mo title
level.
na to anino nga for FY 2026 GAA level
GAA level.
atong gibutang.
Mm.
Kay bali murag dili ra nato kinahanglan nga i-highlight ang katong murag wala man gud na-mention ra man gud karon nga na 25 million pero wala gyud siya na-highlight sa presentation nga mao na ang changes from the NEP to the GAA. Muna nag-ask ko kung wala ba'y changes, wala ra ba po'y kuan, wala ba'y need to present request for approval for the GAA level nga budget. Pwede siguro, basi pwede ra nato nga mabutang as remarks no or kay bisan ka ng kuan lang siya, footnote lang siya regarding the 25 million nga mao siya changes from the NEP level and the GAA level.
Noted
Kay
po,
para lang
ma'am.
dili na kayo daghan og questions ba kay like karon magtanong mi so unsa day diferensya niya from gaana magud ang murag immediate nga reaction ba, so pwede ba mabutang na lang nato footnote nga mura gini siya ang difference ka 25 million para
Noted po, ma'am.
mas dali ang kuan presentation. Thank you.
Sige, I agree, ma'am. Pag-abot sa BOT bitaw para madali siya, di na ka magtagsa-tagsa bitaw. Diretso
Yes
na
po.
ka MOE, PS, ay unsa pa na nila yung butang. And then diretso na dahil ka sa sa tawag gani sa
Changes.
NEP versus GAA.
Noted po.
All right, thank you for that one, Ma'am Cha and Sir Pat. Ma'am Marians, please take note of that one. Any other
Yes po.
comments? All right, if none, may I hear a motion for approval, please?
I so move, Mr. Chair. I have no
Thank you,
more
Sir
comments
Will.
as
I
well.
second.
I second, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Will and Ma'am Cha and Sir Pat. All right, I think this is the last agenda that for today's special FinCom. Ma'am Lynn?
Yes.